Nautilus is probably a scavenger and very opportunistic. If a dead animal, a dead fish, happens to wind up on the seafloor at a depth of 1,000 feet, the Nautilus will pick up the scent, they'll find it, and they'll start feeding on it.
Researchers here have found that given the right conditions, a female Nautilus produces an egg every 4 months, and it takes a year for one of them to hatch. They hope further research will unlock other Nautilus mysteries.
It's a mysterious, bizarre animal from the past, and no, I don't think you could ever get tired of studying it.
Welcome to Sea Life Park, Hawaii, located just 30 minutes outside of Honolulu. They gave me the Royal Hawaiian treatment here and introduced me to some very interesting characters. Meet Gordo, the feisty Humboldt penguin, and E.T., a baby green sea turtle. I lost track of names at the 300,000-gallon reef tank. There are over 4,000 marine animals of every size and shape in here, including hammerhead sharks and giant sea turtles. Down at Whalers Cove, I visited a 70-foot replica of a whaling ship and watched bottlenose dolphins perform underneath the great frigate birds. And at the Sea Lion feeding pool, everyone tries to meet the vocal demands of these California immigrants. I was happy to learn Sea Life Park also has several exhibits connected to endangered species survival efforts. They maintain the only captive breeding program for endangered green sea turtles in the United States. And along with the National Marine Fisheries Service, they rehabilitate Hawaiian monk seals.
Because it's hardly changed in 15 million years, the monk seal is sometimes called a living fossil. But all those years of survival mean very little in today's developing world. Several thousand of these primitive seals once lived throughout these islands. Today, there are only 1,500 left.
Shy and elusive by nature, monk seals avoid contact with people. They live on the small, uninhabited northern Hawaiian islands that extend out to the Pacific Ocean 1,000 miles. They spend their days mostly resting or sleeping on shore. When hunting at night, they can dive to 400 feet and spend up to 20 minutes underwater. Hawaiian monk seals are not small. Males can grow to 8 feet in length and weigh as much as 500 pounds. Females make devoted mothers. They nurse their pups for 5 or 6 weeks, never leaving their side. But if they're disturbed, say by people approaching them, they will desert their pups. This is when Sea Life Park gets involved.
The program at Sea Life Park was initiated a few years ago to help us try and salvage, basically, pups that would have died if they were left in the wild. And we manage this by collecting the animals we identify as weaned, left by their mothers too small to survive.
All monk seal pups, after being weaned, have to learn through trial and error how to feed themselves. And this can take as long as 2 months. The abandoned, undernourished pups can't survive this learning process. So Sea Life Park feeds them by hand until they can be released back into the wild.
The goal of our rehab program with the monk seals is to eventually reverse the process that's been happening in the wild, where you have 1 female now to every 4 males. We would eventually like to get that population stable and just getting the monk seals off the endangered species list.
All but one of the animals that's been released from the park here is alive and doing well in the wild. And some of the animals from early in the program are reproducing and having pups of their own now. So the program is a real success in that sense.
For some cultures, a sea turtle is practically a grocery store. One-stop shopping for oil, leather, meat, eggs, and the shell, which is used for tools and ornaments. Because of that, the green sea turtle's life is in serious jeopardy. Here at Sea Life Park, there's a unique program that's bolstering the green sea turtle populations in the wild.
Since 1976, more than 1,500 turtles have been hatched and released here at the park. The Turtle Lagoon exhibit features an artificial beach, which these turtles actually use to lay their eggs. The green sea turtle can grow to 400 pounds and live as long as 150 years. Unlike some turtles, the green sea turtle can't retract its head or legs. They're slow and cumbersome on land. but in the water, they're graceful.
So who's this?
This is E.T.
Man.
And E.T. stands for extraterrestrial turtle. He's my favorite green sea turtle, and he was hatched here at the park about a year ago. I actually dug him out of the nest because he was too weak to make it. And
So he was about the size, what, of a quarter?
oh, bigger than a quarter. He weighed about 2 ounces. He was just a little smaller than the other turtles, but he was weaker.
You know,
He was really cute.
something about these sea turtles, these flippers, they almost look like a wing, like a bird.
Yeah, they do, and I'll show you. I'll put him in the water, and you can watch him swim around. He really is very graceful. He kind of moves like a bird in flight.
These little hooks here, is that a means of defense?
This is a little claw, maybe like a nail, and they use it to, when they grow up, for mating. The male actually attaches onto the female, and he uses it to hang on.
It doesn't look green. Why do they call them a green sea turtle?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, they're brown in color. Their shell color is brown. And the reason green sea turtles are called green sea turtles is because their body fat is green.
Huh.
So inside their body, they're green.
I'd love to see him swim. Does he swim fast?
Yeah, he'll probably scoot away pretty quickly here. So we'll just put E.T. in the water
All right.
and watch him swim away.
Good. Boy, he took a fast swim there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this little guy's going to have his freedom today.
Yeah, he sure is. But we have to do a couple things first. I'll be measuring him, and Steve will be tagging him. We
All
need to measure and tag him for the National Marine Fisheries records. So if you can just hold him there,
Right.
I'm going to see how many centimeters he is.
130.
130.
All right.
Hey.
He's going to grow to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Now you get tagged, and this doesn't hurt just like clipping your fingernail, right?
Well, it's probably more like getting your ears pierced.
Okay. That tag tells him where he came from, who he is, everything.
Well, the tag actually says NMFS, which stands for the National Marine Fisheries Service, and it has a number on it. And this data goes into their data bank, so if the turtle is found anywhere in the world, we know when it was released, where it was released, when it was hatched, and so we can get growth data, migration data. We can really know the history of the turtle.
Can I carry it?
Sure.
Well, I can't think of a better place to be released than the ocean waters of Hawaii. Now, what do I do here?
Okay, we just want to put him down.
Right here?
Yeah, so he has time to crawl a little bit. Well,
Does he automatically know where he's going?
yeah, it's an instinct.
Oh, look at his little flipper marks. There he goes. There he goes.
Yay! Hit the water.
Oh,
Now he's
look at that.
scrambling.
Well, he really knows what to do. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Swim.
Oh.
Oh, that is neat. Now, will he hang around here for a few days?
No, he's going straight out to sea.
That's an awful big sea to go into.
He's got a long ways to go out in the ocean, and he has many predators out there, so I'm just hoping a shark or large fish doesn't snatch him up. Just gotta think the best, think positive. I feel really close to them, and so for me, just releasing them and helping the population increase and make sure that these animals don't become extinct would be just something I feel really good about.